Cigars International is the go-to retailers for all things cigars, with the biggest selection of premium handmade cigars available anywhere. Cigars International offers unbeatable deals and discounts, making it easy to stock up on your favorites or try something new without breaking the bank. Right now, you can use code BERT at checkout for 20% off your order of $50 or more, plus free shipping, or visit www.cigarsinternational.com/BERT, and the discount will apply automatically. With fast free shipping and their 100% satisfaction guaranteed, you can shop with confidence, knowing that Cigars International stands behind every order. It's not just about cigars. Cigars International also offers a wide variety of accessories, humidors, and more, elevating your smoking experience, and damn, they did it to me last night. I got a great humidor that I got through Cigars International. I got a humidor stacked with a bunch of cigars I'm unfamiliar with, but I trust their selection. They know what I like, and they always ship me the right stuff. Use code BERT at checkout for 20% off your order of $50 or more, plus free shipping, or visit www.cigarsinternational.com/BERT, and the discount will automatically apply. I remember one time it was my birthday, and he goes, "Hey, did you see I posted a picture of you for your birthday?" I was like, "Oh, thanks, buddy." He's like, "Of course, man. Let me know when you see it."
And the photo was like,
it was Ralphie May. No. And I was like, "You asshole."
R.I.P.
Right, Ralphie was dead already. Catch me on the Permission to Party World Tour, October 1st, Morrison, Colorado at Red Rocks. October 2nd, Salt Lake City. October 3rd, Idaho Falls. October 4th, Nampa, Idaho. And October 5th, Yakima, Washington. Avoid scalpers to get your lowest ticket prices. Go to BertBertBert.com. He puts on the goggles, and she puts on the goggles, and they get to pick what they want, but they don't know what each other wants. And he's like, and so they go in. What? Do we have energy drinks? We have to.
Yeah. If there's a sugar-free in these parts, it's all good. If not, I'm just.
And so,
hanging.
I'll take one too. And so, he then, one of their video VR skips, and so they're not in the same scene anymore. He's on to the next scene, and the next scene is where the pimp comes in. So the pimp's Joey Diaz. He's like, "Dog, I need my fucking money." And he's like, "Wait, I think I'm on the wrong scene." And then he's like, "Never mind. I'll take it myself." And Joey Diaz starts sucking his dick. And he's like, no. What? It's the funniest.
And this was on TBS?
I think so, yeah.
I thought so,
it's
too.
It's where I discovered Jimmy Tatro.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy
He's
Tatro?
a funny kid.
He's
man.
fucking great.
He's really funny.
He's really funny. What? Okay, we're going to start this properly.
You know I'm like a decade older than him?
No.
Yeah. We were both shocked. Jimmy was like, "Yeah, we're like the same age." I'm like, "Oh, how old are you?" And he's like 30 and I'm 41. And I'm like,
"You look so, why do you look so good?"
I drink adrenal glands. Oh, me? I'm part of the Hollywood cabal that, thanks.
We are just.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
What? How? What is your secret? I'm watching you, and everything you do is amazing. Amazing. I told you downstairs.
Yeah, man.
I regret so much the access I've had to you my entire life.
Yeah. Not your whole life, but 20 years.
20 years of my life,
yeah.
I've had access to you. Mm-hmm. Like, I could call you and go, "Hey, man, I have a question," or anything.
True.
Now, and you say that having said, like, you know, if I had, like, Brad Pitt's number, I'd call him about so much shit he's done.
That's the thing. That's the difference between us. I feel like I have super famous people's number. Never, ever call them.
I'll never call any of them.
Never call any of them.
Mm-mm. And isn't it weird when they call you and you're like, "Ooh, are you trying to fuck me?"
Yeah, and I hope they are. I'm like, "Sure, Brad, get in here."
I'm laying in bed. I'm gonna be very honest. And I hope that Danny McBride hears this positively. So I loved Eastbound and Down like everyone else.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, I kind of tapped out of Eastbound and Down when, you know, I just stopped watching it, and I was like, I like it, and I like the clips, but you know, it's just it wasn't my thing. And when Righteous Gemstones came out, I went, I'm not gonna like it. I won't like it. I don't like when Hollywood makes fun of religious people. I don't, because I came from that part of the country, and I was like, Danny McBride's good, but like, everyone's got costumes on. You know what? And I go by, and you know, I was friends with Jen Nettles.
Yeah. And
Jen would be like, "Have you seen it?" She's like, "You know, it's really good." And I would be like, "Oh yeah, no, I bet it is." And I was like, whatever. George, my oldest, says, "Your buddy is fucking hysterical." I said, "Who?" She goes, "Adam DeVine." is fucking amazing. I go, yeah, he's great in everything he does. She goes, Dad, have you watched Righteous Gemstones? And I said, no, it's not my thing.
She's like, he's great as a closeted gay guy. It's like he's tapping into something. He's channeling this.
Oh, and she said, Dad, you got to watch Righteous Gemstones. And I was like, man. Okay. I go, all right. So first episode comes on, and I'm like, I think it's going to be I don't mean this shitty, but like typical Danny McBride, where it's a character study about a great fucking wild, crazy pastor.
Yeah.
It is the greatest show that's ever been made. I watched
Move over the wire.
First episode, and I sat there and I texted you immediately.
Yeah,
I was in a bed in Atlanta, and I said to Leanne, "This is fucking incredible." I'm not.
And I was like, maybe if you would have found it earlier, talked about it often, we would have done more than our 4 seasons.
It is.
This is on you, dude.
It is my fault.
This is your fault.
It is my fault. It is my fault.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, it was. Danny does such a good job, and he said that early on too, because that was my one hang up. Is I'm like, man, I'm not that religious, but I have family members that are, and I come from the Midwest where there's mega churches and stuff, and I was like, I don't know. It makes perfect sense to skewer, but I don't want to just make fun of people's beliefs. And he was like, I don't either. Like, we're going to make fun of the hypocrisy of some of these greedy fucks. Like, no one looks at their religion and says that what we're doing is wrong. But some of these prosperity preachers, what they're doing is wrong, dude.
Yes.
God doesn't want you to have 4 private jets and all this shit. Yeah, like that's not what the good book says. And they're just greedy assholes that are exploiting the system and taking people's hard-earned money and not paying taxes. I think he did a little bit of that, but also it was sort of masked. He wanted to do, his initial idea was to do something about the Memphis Mafia. And he was like, I don't know if I'm the guy to do a Memphis Mafia story, but he wants to do like kind of a family crime saga. Yeah. But he was like, what's the comedic way in? And the church was like the comedic way in. Where
it's so, the storytelling is genius.
Yeah.
It's brilliant storytelling.
He's great.
He's so masterful. And you guys, you know what's really cool too, is you guys all were playing over the top characters, but they were all, for some reason, wildly grounded. That girl, the lady, I say girl, but the lady who plays your sister in it.
Edie Patterson, yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, she's a crusher, dude. Well, it was cool because you show up, some sets you walk on and you like, you know your lines and you're like sort of prepared. And you're like, we'll find it.
Wait, let's start from the very beginning because I'm curious. This is like, I'm like so lucky to talk to you about this.
Yeah,
I was doing this. I was doing a TV show at the time I was doing this. I was just playing me. That's all I ever play.
Yeah.
And I'm watching you and I'm going, okay, did you go in with that character in the audition? I'm assuming it was probably a straight offer for you, but but do they tell you how to find the character?
No, Danny was super cool. He was like, I want you to find it. I even was good. I asked him before the first table read, we only did one table read and it was for the pilot so HBO can hear it aloud. Wow. And so the HBO execs come down to Charleston. They hear us do the table read. And I'm like, hey, do you want me to do like a Southern accent or something? And Danny goes, nah, dude, I don't have a Southern accent. And I'm like, but you do though. And so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to. And then I did one. And you see Danny like eyes shoot up in the table read, like, what the fuck are you doing, DeVine? And then afterwards he was like, that was great, dude. Do exactly what you did. And I was like, fuck, thank God that worked. Because I'm not from the South. I was just doing kind of what I thought sounded right. And then I fine-tuned that throughout the series. But it was once I started to put on those clothes, like because he dressed so much different. This is how I dress.
I would think the hair. The second the hair went on, you kind of felt it.
The hair and the clothes. And then in one of the first episodes, I found those big glasses that I wear sometimes. Yeah. And I found those. And I was just, when I put those on, I just had a little attitude. And and then it just all kind of clicked, and I just became the sassy younger brother who, really, there I am. There's me in all my glory. God. There's me. really underacting, just throwing things away as I make that face. But it was this guy right here that I saw him wear those glasses, and he was the pastor at, I think, Hillsong, I think.
Yeah. Wait, is that
he was
that
like
guy?
the Justin Bieber church, all the celebrities would go there, and it was like a see and be seen type church, which I just think is hilarious. You go to church to like run into famous people. And I saw him and those glasses that I'm like, those aren't prescription glasses. He's wearing those for fashion.
You mean like those?
And, are those fashion glasses right there?
The blue light, because a lot of times staring at a computer.
Hey, by the way, that's not real. And it isn't. And I wear them. I bought a pair too. And I was like, because I get migraines sometimes. I'm like, it's from looking at my damn screens all the time, writing or whatever. And I bought them. And then McBride the next day, I was just wearing them like around set because I'm looking at my phone. He's like, what the fuck are those? And I'm like, oh, they're blue light glasses. And he's like, those aren't real. And then I did my research, dude. Turns out it's a hoax. But you look good in them. I'll say that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are real in the sense that you look cool in them. And they sell more
they
frames.
Are real glasses.
They do sell frames. But I get it. Sometimes you
look smart. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're just a regular bro without them. Put those on. Fucking stud.
So I know you as you.
Yeah.
And you're pretty regular. Do you get intimidated in any of the ever with acting?
Yeah. I mean, I bet if I was acting opposite Denzel, I'd be like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Oh, I bet.
It was.
But in those comedy actors, when you're with other comics, you feel pretty comfortable?
Yeah, pretty comfortable. But like Danny is such a hero of mine that especially at first, I was in scenes with me and Danny and Edie, and I'd learning very quickly that she's a killer, and then John Goodman.
Oh my God.
And we had some scenes pretty early on of shooting, and I was like, fuck, dude, you gotta bring it. Yeah. And then that's the sort of vibe. Danny doesn't do any rehearsals. He's like, you have to show up ready to crush.
Well, I will not be working with Danny.
Yeah, so he's like, just show up ready to kill it. He's like, why would we rehearse? Like, you should come to set ready to crush the scene.
So wait,
so you then it made me go like, well, I'm gonna know my lines front and back, and like really take it more seriously than I maybe have taken other acting roles that I've had.
Like when you guys did Workaholics, would you guys rehearse? Or we just go in and cut?
No, we didn't. There was no rehearsals, but it was because we didn't even know you could rehearse. We were just, it was like all of our first acting gigs. And we also wrote the damn thing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think it helps when you write it.
Yeah.
So like, I remember like I've never worked on my sides at night.
Mm-hmm.
I always just show up. I look at them as we do our first like blocking rehearsal.
Uh-huh.
I'll look at them there, and then as we block it, I can figure out the side. I can figure out my lines based on where I'm standing and what I'm thinking. I'm better at like being in the situation than like just memorizing lines.
Sure.
But I got into it with Mark Hamill one time because I was changing lines a bunch. I was just like improvising stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like, and then I was like, what if we just change? He goes, stop it. Some of us work on our sides at night, okay? Just because you have an easy time memorizing stuff doesn't mean that we can all memorize stuff easily. And I was like, I'm sorry.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, but he's but it's so funny. I've heard other people's processes is like edit his name out because I love this guy, but like I heard takes him like 15 takes till he gets comfortable. And then he starts really getting loose. And he's like, all right, now we got it.
Yeah, that's a good way to like take all day long to shoot a scene and to have your movie go from a $20 million movie to a $45 million movie.
I think that's the rub.
Yeah. There's different ways to approach it. I tend to like a fairly loose atmosphere, and be able to change things on the fly. But on this show, on Gemstones, there was way less improv than I think even we thought going into it. Even really? Danny thought, because the writing was so sharp, and especially in those huge scenes where there's like where we're at the steakhouse.
Steakhouse. Okay. All right. Steakhouse.
And there's 15 of us sitting there. you each only have a few lines. So if you start improvising up a storm, then that eats into someone else's time. But every once in a while, there'd be like a little part where you might change something. And then on the next take, Danny would be like, I love that. Let's do more of that. This back and forth right here. And then we would take time. And
what's coverage look like in one of those big steakhouse scenes?
Oh, it's fucking nightmare, dude.
Okay.
All day
So
long.
can you explain that to the person listening? Because this is the thing. Like I did a scene or a short with or whatever it's called. I did a TV show with like a good actor, like a really good actor, but also a really good director. Not saying that the other people I've worked with,
sure,
but the director pretty much knew what he wanted, wanted to look like. So coverage was very loose and very much like, let's get a wide, and then I don't need to hammer it from let's do handheld, let's do back and forth, what is it, swingle or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, and then I got it. And I was like, wow. And then you go into some scenes and coverage would be like, you'd be there for half a day.
Well, sometimes it's needed. If it's like a big table scene like that, you're gonna want, if I'm talking to you and you're talking to him and he's talking to her, you're gonna have to get coverage over that shoulder onto you, over your shoulder onto them, over that shoulder onto me, over my shoulder onto them. And you're gonna want all of that. Especially if you're sitting across from each other. Like it just makes it harder. And if you're talking next to this person next, you can get that in a 2-shot, and it's just less coverage.
So when you do that, when you do one of the big family scenes, are you there for like half the day?
You were there like all day sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's a lot. And all of us by the end of the day were like, Jesus, if I never see that scene again, my God. But then they ended up great, and there's some of the best scenes on the show. So
were you impressed by the show?
Yeah, the scope of it was really impressive. And just like the directors, like David Gordon Green was our in-house director, producer. Jody Hill, Danny would direct a lot. So it was like,
I feel like I met Jody Hill one time, but I don't remember.
I don't remember if you did or not either.
I keep wanting to go, like, I love him, but I don't know if I met him or not. And
he's the man. They're all super cool.
God, what a cool clique of dudes.
Yeah.
Can you explain for the people that don't know just how cool Danny McBride's life is?
Well, he up and decided to move. He lived in LA, and like he had an apartment that overlooked like Hollywood Boulevard. And he said his kid was pointing down like at the street or something, and it was just like hookers and like head shops. And he was like, oh, we gotta fucking move. Why are we living here? And then he up and moved his family to Charleston, South Carolina, and then convinced 20 other families to move down and like start a production company down there. And then David Gordon Green moved out, and Jody Hill moved out, and then editors and, crew members and other writer friends. And now they just have this compound down there in Charleston, and they live on an island, and they all have like little golf carts. It's like the dream.
When you were down there, you were like fishing every day.
Yeah, I was fishing all the time. I was out on boats constantly.
God.
I had a golf cart. I'm like, this is the life, man.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
I remember because we were doing Fully Loaded,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I can't remember if you came by or if we.
I wasn't
just
able
texted.
to. No,
and they're like,
I had
"Oh,
night shoots.
We used the same boating company you used."
Yeah, the red. Yeah.
What was the name of them?
Redfin Charters.
Yes, Redfin Charters, and they're like, "We just had Adam and his dad out this morning."
Yeah,
and we're like, "God."
Yeah, went out that morning with them, and then I had a night shoot like that night, and that's why I couldn't come to you guys. But
it's so weird because you do a TV show and you can shoot in Atlanta, Nashville, Vancouver, Charleston. Texas. I think you should probably shoot in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
No one shoots in LA because fucking our government, LA's government's the worst government in the entire fucking world. I fucking hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I would fucking. I'm so livid that people come out here with dreams.
Yeah.
And I just did a project today. I'm not shitting on, look, I get it, the union shit and non-union shit. It was a non-union show, and they shut it down. And they're like, make it union. And
that does happen.
And you're like, fuck, we were all just working, and now we're just going to sit for 4 hours while you negotiate with said network.
Yeah. But
at the same time, I started thinking, like, yo, if I get season 2 of this TV show, what if I just shoot it in Hawaii? It's like, what the fuck am I doing in Atlanta?
Yeah.
I like it. But
I know, dude. And I like Atlanta just fine, but I'm like, with the fact that you can't shoot your sitcom, which used to shoot just right down the street.
Yep.
Like they were all used to shoot in Burbank or, in LA and Hollywood. And now none of them shoot here. And the only work that's here are like commercials or little one-off things. It sucks. It's really depressing. I'm putting together a show right now, and we're setting it in LA, and we're saying actively that it has to shoot in LA, and we'll see how that goes. But that's what we keep saying over and over.
So tell me the trajectory of your career, because I know it, but like when did all of a sudden you get confident and like, oh, I might be able to work as an actor forever now? It's like right now you could probably greenlight a movie if you wanted, but you're choosing to do whatever you do. And the project you just had come out, the animated on Netflix. Mm-hmm. We just watched it in the gym the other day. It's fucking great.
Oh, thanks,
it's fucking
man.
great.
Yeah, thanks.
It's fucking great. You and your buddy did that, right?
Yeah. Gendy Tartakovsky did it. Yeah. He's a fucking genius, this guy. I was just so excited to work with him. And yeah, it's called Fix. It's so funny, dude.
It's fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
It's so, but it's so funny with people in our business and like in our business, we always think like, I can remember when you started doing theaters. That's why I can quantify that vibe.
Yeah.
Like I remember that.
Yeah.
And so I was still doing clubs. And so I remember watching that. And I was like, that's fucking nice.
Yeah.
But with film and television, to be in that, it is a different animal.
It really is, dude. It really, really is. It's a totally different skill set.
So after Workaholics, like, was it during Workaholics or after Workaholics that you got Dave and whatchamacallit going?
Mike and Dave New Wedding Days. Yeah. It was during Workaholics. I think I had 2 more seasons of Workaholics. I think it was after season 4 or 5. Yeah, I think it was after season 5, and then I had 6 and 7.
And that's
when I shot it.
Because you did singing.
I did the Pitch Perfect movies. Perfect. I did 1 and 2, and then I did a movie called The Intern with
Robert De
Niro and Anne Hathaway, and I just had a smaller part in it, but it was like I was kind of in the big leagues, And then all of a sudden I started to do theaters, and we went on a huge like theater tour.
I remember that.
And that was like fucking mind blowing. That was so fun. And then
were you bringing Adam Ray with you?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I know. And now he's just a phenom.
One of the biggest comics in the country.
Yeah, he's crushing it.
He's crushing it. And I love how much people get to see how fucking funny he is.
Yeah.
That's like the beauty of Adam Ray. Is like we've known it forever.
Yeah.
But in a weird way, people were sleeping on it. And he was doing movies.
I think he's just almost too nice of a guy sometimes.
Yeah.
Where he's like so nice that people are like, well, he can't be that funny. He's just the fucking nicest guy I've ever met.
He's kind of good looking, full head of hair.
Yeah.
Loves his mom. What the fuck?
Thank God he dresses like an asshole. Yeah. or else no one would like him. They're like, he's good looking. He's full head of hair. Fuck this guy. He's dressed like a toddler. Yeah. He's wearing a poofy vest in 2025. Yeah, fuck this guy.
Original Grain makes rugged and unique watches from reclaimed materials like Jack Daniel's whiskey barrels, Taylor guitar tone wood, military ammo crates, and more. They use quality Japanese movements and that you can see when you wear them, and they donate all their proceeds to planting trees and helping veterans with PTSD. These watches just don't tell time. They tell stories through their unique reclaimed materials that they're made of. They make the best gifts. So fellas, send this to your wife or your girlfriend and tell them this is what you want. These are awesome. They're talking pieces. If you're on an airplane, someone's like, cool watch. What is that? And you're like, oh, this is from Jack Daniel whiskey barrels. And then the waitress comes by and you go, can I please get a double Jack on the rocks? Lots of rocks. You don't have to break the bank to start a watch collection. You really don't. You can find great timepieces, super affordable. And when you use code BERT, you can save an extra $50 off any watch they have at originalgrain.com/discount/BERT. They also have partnership with the Coors Banquet, Ford, the Ryman and Opry in Nashville, and a whole lot more. That's originalgrain.com/discount/BERT. The NASCAR playoffs are heating up. 12 drivers remain, but after the Charlotte Roval, 4 more will be eliminated. The Charlotte Roval forces drivers to climb their way through the gearbox while also testing their precision through 17 twists and turns, all on the same lap. The perfect test to see who's got what it takes to make a deep playoff run. For drivers on the verge of elimination, it's time to lay it all out there as they look to advance in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. You're not going to want to miss this race. Sunday at the Charlotte Roval, 3 p.m. Eastern on USA.
Yeah, so then I was doing that, and then once I booked Mike and Dave, that's when all of a sudden I could headline movies, and that's it. Like Hollywood's kind of fucked, and you have to be. Someone has to let you in the door and go, okay, you're allowed to headline movies.
Yeah,
you're allowed to be one of the leads of a movie now, and then after that, I was able to, and all that could stop. Who knows?
I don't think it's stopping anytime soon.
I could be AI. We could all be AI here in like 5 years.
I would love to AI myself.
Yeah.
If I could go through into the project I just did and just AI my double chin.
Oh yeah, that's why you would use AI.
I am so bad. I'm so bad.
Well, you hide it with the beard. That's the gift of the beard, dude.
All I do, we had a edit session today, like a 2-hour edit session, where you're, it's virtual, so you're in the bay. Everyone's in different rooms, and
sure.
I just watch myself. I don't watch anything else.
That's so funny.
And I'm nitpicking takes. Adam, you would have laughed hysterically. I'm like, hold on. Let me go back. I like that take better than that take. And they're like, really? I go, absolutely. Can't you see the difference in my energy in the 2 takes? And the editor just comes in and he goes, one's the wide and one's your close-up. I'm like, what? And he goes, it's the same take.
Yeah. I like the energy when the camera's here and you can see no one else.
Real close on me and no one else is in it.
That's just good energy. I feel like I'm funnier when there's no one else in frame.
I was like so fucking, and then literally like you do the same take. I was like, cool. Yeah, I'm not. I'll never be a director. I'll never be a director. I have no. Do you want to direct?
Yeah, probably at some point.
Really?
I've directed some like Workaholics episodes, but yeah, at some point. It's just as a thing. I don't know if it's like my calling or passion, but
yeah. So no, definitely not mine.
Yeah, something to do.
I watch a director and I'm like, I would have been like, we got it.
A lot of times I'm like, it just seems like I give them the headache of like, because my least favorite part is keeping all the trains running on time. When the AD comes up and I'm a producer and I'm standing right there and they're like, okay, well, we got to get this before lunch or else this happens or this happens or this happens. And then this person's not showing up on time. And then this, so what scene are we going to move up and what can we punt? And then I'm just like,
yeah,
like just fully eyes rolling in the back of my head. Like I want to kill myself. So that I don't look forward to.
You couldn't suck my dick good enough
for
me to be an AD.
Kelvin Gemstone's good.
AD is the worst job. I would rather be an inner city cop than an AD.
That'd be fun, though. You get to find a bunch of drug money somewhere, decide if you're going to keep it.
Inner city substitute teacher.
Yeah, no, that would suck.
That would suck.
Yeah, that would suck.
AD is like the worst job.
Yeah, and by the way, your fans are going to go, fucking Hollywood.
No. Yeah. Oh, no.
That's assistant director, AD.
So what, like, by the way, this is the first show I've been on where I learned what people did for a living.
Oh, yeah.
Where I was like, because I just figured everyone was a PA. I was like, everyone's my assistants, ultimately. I was like, I'll just ask anyone for a drink of water.
Yeah.
And then
the cinematographer's like, okay.
Yeah, I knew the cinematographer's. Well, I didn't know the difference between A cam, B cam. Like I didn't know one was a DP and then the other were just camera operators.
Sure.
And then I didn't know what an AC was or a first AC. I didn't understand the difference between all of that. And then I didn't know what an AD was or a first AD or a second. I didn't understand any of that shit.
Yeah.
And then I started saying the jobs I didn't want.
Yeah.
And I was like, I couldn't do that. Like I would never do that. And they're like, you don't want to be.
Did they love that?
Yeah. Yeah. I would tell them. I would be
and they're like, that's right. You couldn't You are correct.
I go, I fucking AC. The AC is the one that pulls focus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the first AC is the one that puts the camera on his shoulder.
Yeah, I think so.
Not doing that job.
No
fucking way.
I think I would be good at focus pull.
I would be great at focus pull.
Only because I love that game of
Tetris?
Well, yes, but of going like how far we're apart from each other. I'm like 8.4 inches. And then like they'll do the little laser and they're like, you're pretty close, 8.6. I'm like, I'm a fucking genius. I could pull focus all day long. I wouldn't even need to measure. I got it. Yeah, I do that too. I think some jobs I'm like, I think I'd make a good script supervisor.
Oh, I'd be miserable. I'd be so bad.
That. It's just like knowing, like, I'm really good with continuity. Like if you're holding something in one hand, it drives me crazy when an actor like holds it in this hand and then they hold it in this hand and then they deliver the line that they did in the other take with this hand, now with this hand, because then it fucks up your coverage. Because if they like the delivery in this hand, but then in your coverage, they see it in this hand,
yes,
they can't use your coverage of that.
You mean like if an actor did half a scene like this and then half a scene like this?
Yes.
They're like, hey, Bert, have those readers been on your neck the whole time? And I go, nope.
There's literally no way to tell.
And they're like, when do you think you put them on? I was like, don't know. And they're like, hold on. And they were resetting. They were like, moving on. And so it would stop. Has Bert had readers?
Bert, when did you put those readers, those blue light glasses on your?
Oh, it's. I wish I had known how much fun it is.
It is a blast,
especially like
it's a lot of work. I think sometimes comics, I was talking with Theo. I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, but I think we were talking about it on his podcast. But he was like, he did that movie with Spade. And he was like, man, I don't know. He's like, do you like it? Like being an actor? And I'm like, yeah, I love it. And he's like, you do? And he's like, those hours are long, man. And I'm like, yeah, I think sometimes comics think it's going to be a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Because being a comic, for the most part, fucking rules. There's a lot of travel and long days of traveling and not being at your house and stuff. But like, the show's the show and the show's fun and then you're done. But, acting is like, especially if you're one of the leads of the thing, it's several months. It's 5 days a week, at least 12 hours a day.
At least 12 hours a day. That blew
Minimum.
me away.
Minimum.
That blew me away.
Yeah.
That they'd be like, your call's at noon. And I was like, nice. And they're like, you wrap at midnight.
Yeah.
I was like, huh? The thing that's most tiresome is the turnaround.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not in a big ensemble cast like you are. Because
that show was great because that was like the cushiest gig I've ever had because it was an ensemble show. So you would work a few days a week and then you have a few days off. But like anytime I do a movie or another production where I'm kind of the lead of it, then it's exhausting. Because like you said, it's just 12-hour days for months and months and months.
Mike and Dave was so good.
Yeah, thanks, man.
It was I think I've told you that a number of times. It was so good. It's like I feel like they should do a remake, like do a sequel.
Yeah, we were hoping it was going to make it like $100 million, so we could be like, what other shit can Mike and Dave get into? What else do they need?
I'll tell you what is the biggest fucking bummer is the goddamn Workaholics movie.
Yeah, man.
Thanks
for bringing it up, Bert. Thanks, buddy.
I say it hoping someone hears this and goes, "Oh, like
David Ellison's like, hang on, wait a minute." Yeah, there's a new boss over at Paramount, so we're hoping. Yeah, I think I told you this before, but they canceled it 5 weeks before production, so we were ready to go. We were building sets, we hired the crew, we had the cast coming back. We talked to some cast members, some of our older cast members who were like had health problems and like, I don't know if I want to act, and we're like, we'll cut your workload down. We just want to be part of this, We were like, your health be damned. Get on our fucking movie. But we're really excited and proud to like bring the crew back together. And then they just ripped it from underneath us.
Well, you guys are so good together, and you guys are all so creative.
Yeah.
You guys are really good together. That's the key, is that every time I've hung around the three of you, or four really, technically, there's no ego. Everyone's cool as shit. Everyone's a team player. Ball busting is never mean. It's always like lighthearted and fun.
Yeah.
And so like Tom and
we can cut to the core of each other, but
sometimes Tom makes fun of me and I go,
that was like really hurtful.
I remember one time it was my birthday and he goes, "Hey, did you see I posted a picture of you for your birthday?" I was like, "Oh, thanks, buddy." He's like, "Of course, man. Let me know when you see it."
And the photo was like,
it was Ralphie May. No. And I was like, "You asshole."
R.I.P.
Right, Ralphie was dead already. He posted a picture of Ralphie. Ralphie was dead. I was like, what the fuck?
Hurtful.
Yeah. I don't think Tom and I will ever do a movie together. We don't work well together. Like, we work well together as a podcast team.
Yeah.
As a vodka company. But, like, creative, Tom loves acting. He loves costumes.
Yeah.
He loves special effects. He loves, like, if they said to you, "Hey, Adam, we got this role for you. Here's the deal, though. Shooting 12-hour days, we're going to need you to show up in hair and makeup at 5 a.m. We're going to do like 6 hours of makeup on you." Are you into that?
I wouldn't be super into that. I'd be into that if like it was, Scorsese or some like huge director that you're like, this is going to be incredible.
Yeah.
If it's just some guy I've never heard of and they're like, "We're thinking 6 hours of makeup," and you're like,
yeah.
For your like, student film?
Would you do what Tom Hardy did for the Penguin?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah, I mean, not Tom Hardy. Colin Farrell. Well, yeah, because that's going to be fucking awesome. I think if it's worth it, like to just tell you what I wouldn't do is what Adam Ray did for his Dr. Phil tour, where he's just gets in Dr. Phil makeup for. Sorry to tell the truth.
Alert,
yeah, the curtain is exposed. It's Adam Ray. For him to do 2 hours of Dr. Phil makeup before every show. That sounds miserable.
Miserable.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I have a hard time putting makeup on.
Oh, yeah.
Like I have a photo shoot after this, and they have hair and makeup coming, and I will be skeeved when they do makeup on me. Yeah. I don't like makeup.
I don't like a wig. When they put because they have to like match your hair down. Yeah. And with all this big, buoyant, beautiful hair, I don't want to.
Why don't they just use what they have?
Come on.
The hair's perfect.
I don't. But I would do something like that. Yeah, I think I'm Team Tom on this one.
Tom would do it for just an extra role.
Yeah.
He loves him and Christina love glam. They love hair and makeup. Like if Tom gets to put on a wig, I think his dick gets hard. Like he loves being a different character. And you know,
it's a new movie that he just filmed with two writer friends of mine.
Yeah.
El Tigre that I'm really excited for.
He loves like, look, I would be so, look at this. He loves.
Yeah. And on Bad Thoughts, he did a lot of very weird, very gross shit. That was funny, but it was a lot of makeup. Yeah.
It was a lot of makeup. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Like I had a hard time when they put blood on me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like this the whole time.
Do I have to have the blood?
I think I fucked up certain scenes, so they would forget to put blood on me. I wouldn't mention it. I'd be like, cool. Just get away with it. I don't need it.
And then you're asking the cinematographer for a water real quick. You're like, can I just get a fucking water?
Get a water.
Hey, guy, holding camera.
The person the guy that, I forget the guy's name who did, I ran into that guy recently, but I remember the first show I was ever on, I went to go get a water, and he goes, "Wait, where did you go?" And I said, "Go get a water." And he said, "Never get your own water on set. I would rather know where you are at all times. Sure. Anytime you ask anyone for a fucking water, we'll get you a water." And I went, cool.
So it's his fault.
So it's his fault that I look at our DP and be like, "Hey, water real quick. Thanks, Brandon." And then he'd be like, "Huh?" And he'd just give me his. And I'd be like, "Cool, here you go. Take it back."
That's so funny. Yeah, me and the guy, we get along. Yeah, there's not a lot of ego with us. I feel like
Game Over Man was awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're cooking something else up right now. Really? So hopefully we'll get to shoot that next year. That's our plan at least.
How does your schedule work? Like when you look at because mine's touring based, right? Mm-hmm. So my life is touring based. So touring takes precedent. And then if I have time to do a project, we'll carve it out of touring.
Squeeze it in, yeah.
Is your year slated already? Like 2026, do they already have you? I know you have to have stuff that you've been working on for 3 years.
Yeah.
That you've committed to.
So this year was sort of, we didn't know if this season of Gemstones was going to be our last. So halfway through this last season, when I found out it was our last, I'm like, oh, fuck, time to start cooking stuff up. Yeah. And I was already with some stuff, but so this year has just been development. So I've sold 2 TV shows, I sold 2 movies, and so now it's about getting those in production. And it's, so next year, hopefully I'll make those 2 TV shows and a couple movies. And I have a few that I was offered that I like, that I'm like, if we can squeeze that in. But yeah, that's up to like agents and the managers to like really figure out, okay, and the first few months he'll squeeze this shit in, and then we'll do this. And then, yeah.
Fall is near. School and work are ramping up. Life is busy for all of us. I get it. You get it. Time is tough to come by, especially to get a meal that helps you towards your goals. Fortunately, Huel gets it too. Spelled Huel. Their Black Edition powder is a complete meal so you feel full, focused, and ready for your day. And just when you thought Huel had everything covered, they just dropped a first-of-its-kind super green drink in a can. It's called the Huel Daily Green Ready to Drink. Forget the powders, forget the pills. This is your daily green, sparkling, refreshing, and ready whenever you are. I am obsessed with it, this new product, and I start with it every day. Along with this protein powder, I will not miss it. I lift like crazy. You know that. I'm still not a man, but I lift like crazy. No mixing, no mess. Quick and convenient without compromising the nutrients. And it tastes delicious. It tastes like a cheat code. It tastes like a milkshake. It is so good. And they give you this great little mixing thing to take it, shake it up, and it tastes freaking awesome. And I know that I get all the protein I need for my heavy lifting days. Today was arms. Together, Huel makes healthy eating simple. Try both today for 15% off your purchase for my new customers with my exclusive code Bertcast at Huel.com/Bertcast. Use my code and fill out the post checkout survey to help support the show. Support for today's episode comes from Square, the easy way for business owners to take payments, book appointments, manage staff, and keep everything running in one place. Whether you're selling lattes, cutting hair, detailing cars, or running a design studio, Square helps you run your business without running yourself into the ground. With Square, you can track sales, manage inventory, and access reports in real time. Whether you're in the shop, on the go, or running things solo, Square supports every major payment method, including tap to pay, and offers instant access to your earnings through Square Checking. Square has built-in tools like loyalty and marketing to help you connect with customers and reward them for showing up again. I'm telling you, I've been a user of Square for, I think, 15 years now, and I see it all the time. And it's a lot of jewelry makers, pottery people that I see on the street always have Square. And I always share all this with them. There's so much more to this company than just swiping cards. With Square, you get all the tools to run your business with none of the contracts or complexity. And why wait? Right now, you can get up to $200 off Square hardware at square.com/go/Bert. That's SQUARE.com/GO/BERT. Run your business smarter with Square. Get started today. I try to typecast myself because I think I'm good at playing Bert. So I just want to play Bert.
Sure.
I like being Bert, or a guy that looks a lot like Bert that people call Bert.
Or a guy that looks and sounds and acts exactly like Bert.
Yeah. You can call him something else if you want.
His name's Bart.
Yeah.
It is different.
But I feel like I know that guy.
Yeah.
I don't really go out. The first thing I did the other day, was the first time I played a character.
Oh, cool.
And, it's just a fatter version of me.
Yeah.
But do you find that you're trying to get away from a part of what people see you as, or is there something that you feel like when you hear the read for a role, you go, "Oh, I'd be fucking great. I could kill that."
Yeah, both. I think I want to I want to crush, right? And I know if it's a version of something that I know I could crush, if it's like my character from Workaholics, Adam DeMamp, like I know I can fucking slay something. If he's just a wild man, I can murder that. But then I'm also looking to like stretch myself and try to be a little like a person that you might actually meet in society. Like a real human being that walks around the earth. So yeah, I'm not that afraid. There's some roles that I'm like, I'm just not right for this. It wouldn't ring true. Like I wouldn't cast me. Why should I pursue this? If I look at this and I go, well, I wouldn't want to see myself in this role.
Yeah. Have you seen movies? Have you seen movies where you're like, oh, I read for that, or I went out for that, and then you see it and you're like, oh, that guy did so much better, or that guy did not even close.
Yeah, there's this movie that I really, really wanted, and they loved me for it. It's called Eternity, and it's coming out, and it's so fucking good. The script was so good, but then Miles Teller got it, and he's just like 6'4", chiseled jawline, super handsome. But I was told I was in the running. They're like, you're like a top 2-3 pick on the director's
list.
Miles
Teller's not 6'4",
and he's a tall drink of water. How tall is he? Well, regardless, he's a handsome fuck.
He is 6'1".
Okay, well, that's might as well be 7'3". I'm 4'9", Bert, and I think you know that about me.
I was like, as soon as I said that, I was like, wait, I'm 6'1". So like, I just looked at him. I was like, he's not taller than me. Yeah, but then you were like, he's the size of a mountain.
Well, he's a tall guy. He's very handsome, and I'm like, they obviously went a different way with this, and so that's what I'm dealing with in my life is I'm like, I'm perfect for this role, and they're like, absolutely, we're gonna go get the sexiest hunk alive and not cast you, which I understand.
I was up for, these are the only things I was ever up for. I was up for I wish I could play you the scene, because me and my buddy Croy both read for this role, and it was in the movie Surfer, Blue Crush.
Blue Crush. Oh, that's a classic. That's with the girl with the 2 colored eyes.
Yeah, Blue Crush. Okay. What is her?
Kate Bosworth. Yeah.
Blue Crush. And who played the quarterback?
Wait, is this you auditioned to play the quarterback?
Yeah. Ready for this? This is so good.
Who
played the quarterback? It's got to be the first dude.
Yeah, it has to be Matthew Davis.
Has to be Matthew Davis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the scene is like he spends the night with her, and I wish I remember the exact sides. Spends the night with her, and she's like going through his stuff, and he's like, "Yo, what are you robbing me?" It's like she's in his room, and she's like, "No." And he's like, "You sure you're not trying to take some of my money?" And I'm just going to tell you the scene because this is the best I remember it. And she's like, "I wouldn't do that." And he's like, "Well, I know you're just the maid." And she was like, "Oh, that's all you see me as." I was like, "Well, yeah, I mean, I'm joking or whatever." I remember that scene.
Yeah.
Do you remember that scene?
I think so, yeah. This came out like right, I think when I graduated high school. Was it 01 or 02? 02. Yeah. So I graduated high school in 02, so this was a seminal film for me.
So we went into, me and my buddy Croy both were reading so we read it back and forth. And we read it as in we were getting robbed by the maid. So,
are you robbing me? That's so funny, dude.
You're a fucking maid. You're a maid.
Because you're the fucking maid.
And my I improv'd a little bit because I knew Croy was doing the same thing. So I improv. You fucking, let me see your hands. Empty your pockets. And she's like, so confused. She's like,
the casting director's like, thank you. Thanks for coming in. Thank you.
Coming in.
I did an audition really early on with, it was for, what was it? Forgetting Sarah Marshall. And I was to play Bill Hader's character. And Bill Hader plays, I think, Jason Segel's like brother or something. And what was it? Brother-in-law. Yeah. And so this was the audition. And And I think when they were auditioning, it was to play younger because the brother-in-law had kids and stuff. And I was too young to, or at least I looked too young to have kids. And I was so nervous that I forgot all of the lines and just started improving and got like, when I get nervous, I get like weird energy. So I like jump up on the chair and I'm like, you can't date her. Why are you going to Hawaii? And I'm like screaming. And Apatow, it was like straight to producer. So Apatow's in the room. I'm acting opposite Jason Segel. Yeah. Like the producers are in the back. And Apatow was like, wow, Adam, we did not expect to see that much energy this morning. Thank you so much for coming in. We like improv, but we weren't prepared to see that much improv. And I walked out going, I fucking booked it. Like I was so confident. And then I got home, my agents called and I was like, fuck it, I'm getting a call right now. This is the hit train keeps on rolling, baby. And they're like, what did you do? Jeannie McCarthy isn't going to bring you. She's the casting director. She's like a huge casting director. They're like, she's no longer going to bring you back in. And she didn't bring me back in for 15 years.
Are you serious?
The only time I ever saw her again was when I was doing a movie and I was the lead of it. And we brought her on as the casting director. And I was like, hey, I don't know if you remember. She's like, yeah, I do. She was like, yeah, I kind of thought your career was over then. So good to see you again.
Good to see you again, I guess.
Yeah. So, at that time I was like, yeah, I don't really know what's a bigger deal, auditioning for Last Comic Standing, which I did that morning, or getting this part in this little movie. And I'm like, obviously getting the part in the movie would have been a huge fucking deal. That movie was like a classic movie.
Yeah.
And I mean, I wasn't ready to win Last Comic Standing. No. So it would have been me getting decimated by Howie Mandel or whoever the fucking judges were.
Or you would have gone until the finals and then had a career and it would have gone nowhere because you weren't ready to win.
Because I wasn't ready.
There's only a few people that were ready to win Last Comic Standing. Like ready to win it. And
Eliza, right? Yeah.
Eliza, Amy, oddly enough, Amy was ready to win it. She didn't win it. I think she came in 5th.
Oh, did she? I don't see. I don't remember.
It's crazy. That show's so crazy.
I just remember I was working at the Improv at the time when working the door at the Improv, and it was such a big deal, and people were lined miles and miles and miles. But I since I worked there, they're like, hey, Adam's next. And then they put me next, and I got to cut the whole line, which I'm like, fucking.
That was Last Comic Standing 4, right? 4
it was. Yeah, it was just what 2000, probably 5 or 6. So
wait, who won the
Reapist? Keep it in. I stand on that. Too bad. That's rough stuff. Rough stuff.
Someone just
I just poured out of me, man. Didn't expect to see his name up there, but
did not expect to see his name up there. I don't think he's torn right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what happened to him. He's worth if you're at home, he's worth looking up.
Someone said
you got a Hemi.
Someone said to me the other day, just giving you a heads up, you need to unfollow him. And I was like, huh? And they're like, you follow him still. And I was like, yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm sure I follow a lot of people.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but you're on the list of people who follow that follow him. So I looked at his name and I don't follow him.
Yeah.
But it said follow back. And I was like, that would be it's just the one silver lining in his day. Like, oh, Bert followed me.
Okay. Finally, I've been waiting for that one.
Hey, man, you know what I'm going through.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, you get it, right? I don't get it, what you're going through. But
I don't get it at all.
I do not get it.
Usually, I will say, it's always a moving target when it comes to, but within that category, it's always been pretty dead on.
Yeah.
Like they don't really there's not a lot of accusations. It's just It's like with the Subway guy, Jared.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that and going, no way. And then my dad was like, buddy, they don't miss on those ones.
I feel like you can't miss.
Yeah.
Like you have to be so dead to rights or else, because just the accusation that you look at or a predator of any kind,
Yeah.
you've ruined someone's life. So you have, like, as a police officer or whatever, or FBI, right? I don't know.
It's got to be.
But
I mean, I don't like. I wouldn't even know. I guess you get it on the dark web. They don't have it on Pornhub, right?
Yeah, no, they don't.
I mean, like
I've looked at every video. I've not seen that.
I love when Pornhub's like, hey man, can you throw us your driver's license so that you can log in to watch porn? And I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, when you're like,
sure.
When you're in a state that doesn't allow it, and they're like, oh well, you should prove your
Can you send a picture of your passport? You're like, sure.
We're gonna need your social security information before we.
I tried to tell my wife the other day. I was like, I don't look for stuff to turn me on. I look for stuff that surprises me. Or I'm like, that's foot in her ass.
Yeah, see, that's where you start to get in trouble, though.
The foot in the ass.
Yeah, well, that's when you're like you start to go down that road, and then you're like, the only way I can come is if there's a foot in my ass and someone shit in my mouth, and you're like, what have I become?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm sorry, Bert. I'm sorry. I just hit both of your main kings.
No, we were talking. Me, Tom, and I were talking about today about guys that like rough sex.
Yeah,
and I was like, I'm so glad I'm not one of those guys. Mm-hmm. And Tom's like, how do you like it? And I was like, apologetic. Like I like it very. Like I'm not.
You're grateful. You're like, thank you so much.
I'm in a weird way. It's like, I don't know. I don't have any relationship where I'm dominant. I don't have any in any relationship. Mm-hmm. Nor am I like domineering. All my relationships, I'm always like.
You're a big teddy bear. Bert.
Yeah, I'm a teddy bear kind of guy.
Yeah, I like that about you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. How old's your kid now?
Whoop.
No, that's a weird
right-hand turn. He is 18 months.
God, are you enjoying it?
I love it, dude. I love it more than I thought I was going to. Like, I figured I was like, yeah, I'm going to love being a dad. Yeah. You know, my dad was awesome. Your dad
is awesome.
Yeah, my dad.
You hit a home run with your dad. And there's a couple dads that I look at, especially with comics.
Yeah, when did you meet my dad?
I met your dad. I met your dad a couple times.
Yeah.
I met your dad. I think I met him at the Omaha Funny Bone one time.
Yeah.
I think I met him.
That's right. Yeah, they came to see you. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I had beers with your dad somewhere one time.
Yeah.
We were at an event and your dad was there.
Yeah.
And I just loved it. Like Shane Gillis has a great relationship with his dad.
Uh-huh.
Tommy had a great relationship with his dad.
Yeah.
You have an amazing relationship with your dad. I have a great relationship with my dad, but my dad is not like your dad or Shane's dad. Is more like Tommy. That must be generational. But my dad's more of like you guys. Your dad's like, this is. I forget why.
My dad's like one of the boys.
Yeah, one of the boys. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there we are. There, my dad and I went on a USO tour. This is a family photo that is just perfectly encapsulates my family. Of my dad choking me out for like a joke, me overacting, my sister being like, how do I get out of here? And my mom just trying to keep the peace. And I'm like, it's perfect.
That's great.
But yeah, my dad's the fucking best, man.
Well, look at mom and dad. There's Gillis is in the next one. In the other one.
Yeah. I don't know. My dad, I don't know why the internet thought my dad is Shane Gillis. But yeah, it's the best, man. I love having a son. It's or just a kid in general. You know, it's so cool. He's finally starting to like put shit together. Like he'll just point and be like, "Dada," and I'm like, you nailed it finally. Yeah. And then I'll point to mom and like, "Mama," and then she's like, and then he points to himself and goes, "Bo," because his name's Bo, but he doesn't know how to say it normally, so he just goes, "Bo." And I'm like, fucking home run. Say that like that your entire life.
Hi, hey, ladies, I'm Bo. You gonna have more?
Yeah. We want to have another.
You gotta have two.
Yeah.
I don't understand families with just one child. It's the weirdest thing.
I get it's easier.
That's Christine.
It's easier to travel. Like that's my wife is like, it would be so much easier if we just had the one. We could easily go places.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I get that. And she's from a single.
She's an only child.
Only child. So she like is like, yeah, it's perfectly nice. I'm like, I loved having a sibling. No matter where you went, you had someone to do something with.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, do you want to go dig a hole somewhere? And she's like, yeah, okay. You want to go throw a rock at something we're not supposed to? Yeah, all right, fine.
I loved having my sister Annie, and then the gift in our family was my sister Cotty. My sister Cotty's 10 years younger than me. And she was an accident, but without her, I'm being serious, without her, our family would never have been as close. She was this weird glue that kept our family like very tight.
Dude, babies do that. I feel like my family, it's just, you know, it's harder. We're growing, we're older now. Like we all have our own lives, right? And I'm out here. My sister's now in New York. My parents are still in the Midwest, and they were like bouncing around. And my sister's like, well, I don't want to come to Thanksgiving. You guys come to New York for Thanksgiving. And I'm like, fuck New York for Thanksgiving. Yeah. You come to me. I live at the beach. And I'm pulling that card all the time. I'm like, come here. I live at the beach. And we're not going to your shitty 4th floor walk up, Brittany. Get a nicer house if you want the family to come to you. But now having my son, it's like a weird glue for me to have everyone come to my house for Thanksgiving.
It's great. What happened with Georgia, when Georgia was born, then you always get the Christmases. What's crazy is both my girls are in college now, and so like Christmas now is in my nephew and niece's house. Oh yeah. So it's great, but I bailed out of that because I do the fucking Netflix football game. I showed up at Christmas at like 5:00, drunk. Yeah, drinking on a private jet the entire time.
Though.
Oh, it's so fucking awesome! It's so fucking awesome.
That's so fun,
to be with all the fucking dudes on Christmas morning, and they're like, "Merry Christmas, Bert," and you're like, "Oh yeah," and it's like, "Oh, it's so fucking great." And then,
dude, I love hanging with those big ass football players. It's just so fucking fun. They're absolute mountains.
Yeah,
like it's those football players. They just like they know how to party too. They're like just good dudes.
Yeah,
and they're big. But I could still talk to them. I'm friends with some basketball players, like NBA players, like DeAndre Jordan. I consider him a friend. I think he considers me a friend. He's like 7 feet tall. When we'll see each other out at back when I used to go to nightclubs and shit, he would, we'd try to have a conversation, and then both of us would just give up. We would just give up because he can't hear me. I can't hear him. The same with Blake Griffin. Like I feel we would be closer if we could have a conversation with each other. But these football players, they're at least I did a commercial with Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're thick as thieves, me and that guy. I'm like, I fucking love that dude.
I love Marshawn Lynch.
And then we ran into each other at that Super Bowl party. Who was that? That was Jason Kelsey's party.
Oh yeah,
remember that?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that was a fun party too.
Yeah, Marshawn. My favorite Marshawn story. We were doing this golf tournament for Netflix, and we were interviewing people. And basically, Marshawn was man on the street, so he was like interviewing people, and then I was doing intro reads for different holes. Like I'd be like, you know, we're here at the Squid Games hole. On this hole, I'd read the things. And then I'd try to bring people in. So, like, I brought Steve Aoki and Blake Griffin in and Andrew Santino. But Marshawn just had to interview
didn't get that
people.
Call.
What's that?
What's up?
What?
I said, didn't get that call, but yeah.
and so, but I'd find them on the course if they were standing on the course and bring them in.
Yeah.
Marshawn, all he had to do was go up to people and be like, you know, what do you think about that hole or whatever? But it was clear when they were going to us, they'd be like, I mean, it was a scripted show. They'd be like, all right, Bert, we're coming to you in 3, 2, 1. And then the camera would go on. And when the camera wasn't on me, it was on other stuff.
Yeah.
Marshawn is interviewing people nonstop. And his cameraman's like following him around, but the camera's not on. And the cameraman says to me, I don't think he knows I'm not recording. And I go, for real? And he goes, yeah. And Marshawn's like, Bert, let's go interview these people. I go, hey, Marshawn, you know the camera's not on. And he looks at me, he goes, Bert, I'm practicing. And I went, oh, that's so smart. Like he's not naturally an interviewer, so he's practicing so that and they don't know they're not on Netflix.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, that's almost like smart as a fox.
Dude, he's first of all, like I was really impressed with his just acting abilities.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, man, I really try to take it seriously. I'm like, I want this to be another like part of my game. Like, and I wasn't doing a Marshawn impression right there. So don't hang me out to dry. That's not an impression. But he was just fucking cool, man. He was the man.
He's cool as shit.
Yeah.
So many of those football players are.
I like, they've gotten hit so many times that it knocked the pretentiousness right out of them.
Yes.
You know? Like,
oh.
Yeah, he's
get off. Oh, yeah, that's me and Marshawn spraying champagne.
Yeah, look at you guys.
And that's me tackling a PETA protester. You can get out of this page. I don't need to see any of this. It's fun when you see like those guys like that come out of like go out of I shouldn't say this because but never mind. I won't say it because I don't want to spoil anything about the show. But it's fun when you see someone act that's naturally really gifted at it, and you're like, and it was never in their plan.
Yeah,
and you're like, wow.
You know, a skill that you're really good at that you've honed from years of having these type of shows is just a naturally great host. Like to me, I feel like I'm pretty good. Like I'm naturally pretty good at it. But when you see someone like these sports guys, I think they're so used to just talking sports that then they watch a game, they get into the booth, and they're able to be like the play-by-play or the color commentary guy and actually add. Like whenever I'm in that situation, they're like, Adam, hop in. It's just like, I'm like, boom. Oh, that guy was kablam-mode. And I'm like, what the fuck am I even saying? I'm just making up words. And I'm like, uh-oh, pancakes, squash them. Like, what?
Pancakes?
Yeah, and they're
look
like,
at alligator arms over here.
Yeah, they're like, no, none of that stuff. Don't say any of that.
My favorite thing to do in the world is grab a microphone and stand on stage. Meaning like when I love talking when people go, hey, we need like a MC for this. I go, oh, done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so comfortable in that position.
Yeah.
It's almost too comfortable at times, but like.
They're like, Bert, get off.
I love,
get
yeah.
Off. We got to keep the show moving. Get off.
I love, the best is when I did the Super Bowl last time, the producer was like, all right, this is going to be a quick toss to you. It's going to only be like 45 seconds. So what I need you to do is just tell us where you are. Tell us what you're eating. I was like, I got you. 45 seconds. I go, just let me know when to wrap it up. And she's like, okay. Now we're in Pittsburgh where they have the terrible towels.
Uh-huh.
And I go, what's up, guys? It's Bert. I'm here by the thing. We've got the best food out here. This is what I love about Pittsburgh. These Yenzers know how to eat. And the producer starts going like this. And I go, and they're eating like crazy. Back to you guys. And they're like, what are you doing? And she goes, I go, you said wrap it up. And she goes, no, I was saying throw your terrible towels in the air. Oh. I was like, this is wrap it up.
That's the international symbol of wrap it up. And they eat like crazy.
Yeah, they eat like crazy. Wrap it up.
And they're like, don't wrap it up. And they're still eating. Look at all these fat pigs. Fuck.
She's going like
they're like,
this.
don't say that. Don't say
She's
that.
going like this, and I'm stretching. She goes, no, wrap. I go, what? She goes, I'm saying pull apart the pizza.
Yeah,
show the cheese.
Show the cheese of the pizza. That's funny.
So how long are you off until your next project?
Well, I have nothing right now. I'm writing. I can't say what it is, but I'm writing with a absolute legend.
Really?
Yeah. And
Stephen King.
You nailed it. Perfect partnership. No, I'm writing with this legend, but I go over to his house every day and we're writing this comedy movie. And it's awesome, dude. But he's in his mid-70s.
Really?
And yeah. And
will you tell me after?
I will, yeah.
Okay, good.
I just don't think I can,
Fall is here, and it comes with cooler nights, heartier meals, and the craving for something warm and satisfying. That is where HelloFresh comes in, bringing you comforting chef-designed recipes and fresh seasonal ingredients right to your door. This season, they've been taking things to the next level with their biggest menu refresh yet. Say hello to a whole new way to do dinner. Bigger. HelloFresh has doubled its menu. Now you can choose from 100 options each week, including new seasonal dishes and recipes from around the world. Dig into bigger portions that'll keep everyone satisfied and feel healthier. Feel great with an even healthier menu filled with high protein and veggie packed recipes. HelloFresh now helps you eat greener with new veggie pack recipes that have 2 or more veggies, and it's tastier. Get steak and seafood recipes delivered every week for no extra cost. There's 3 times more seafood on the menu now at no extra cost. Discover new seasonal produce each week, from snap peas to stone fruit to corn on the cob and more. And you can send this to your children in college and keep them healthy and keep them happy and keep them eating great with their roommates. We have a box going to Georgia and a box going to Isla, and we pick the meals for them so they eat the way we want them to eat, because we're their parents and we freaking love them. The best way to cook just got better. Go to HelloFresh.com/Bertcast10FM now to get 10 free meals plus a free item for life. 1 per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Vary by plan. That's HelloFresh.com/Bertcast10FM to get 10 free meals and a free item for life.
But we're writing this movie, and it's super fun, but it's taking up a lot of time. But this guy, we go to his house every day. He's a skinny guy. He's not like in bad shape or anything, and he's perfectly healthy. He walks all over, and he eats a full quiche every day, a quiche. And I put on a few pounds. I'm like, I gotta cut up a little bit. I'm gonna try to drop 10 pounds. Thank you, Bert.
Although I saw the pictures of when you were shredded.
Was shredded. I'm trying to get back to that. The last time I was on your show, I think we did Something's Burning a couple years back with the guys. Yeah. I was pretty depressed and morbidly obese, and the internet let me know. They're like, "Oh, Adam DeVine's melting. What a fat piece of shit." I'm like, "Oh, fucking rude, dude. I'm going through some stuff." Yeah, fucking give me a break. But so anyways, I'm like trying to lose some weight, and for the past I've been writing this movie now for about a month, and I'm like, for the past few weeks, I'm like, why am I not losing weight? I'm like, not eating shit. I'm like, really like watching, I'm eating chicken breasts and doing the whole thing. But every day I go over to his house, and for lunch, we eat a quiche that's this big. And I'm like, and we eat the whole quiche. Like, we each have our own quiche. And I didn't know quiche was bad for you. I thought quiche is just eggs. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking eggs. How bad are eggs? I'm eating like
pot pie.
Yeah. I looked up the calorie count in this egg, this quiche, 2,200 calories. 2,200 calories a quiche, and I'm eating that every day. So I'm eating like 4,000 calories a day, and I'm like, why can't I lose weight? Why are these pants so tight on me? And this guy, this is just his life. He eats fucking quiche every day, and then I finally like whispered to his wife, I'm like, I can't eat quiche every day. And she's like, oh, no, honey, you don't have to. We can get you other things. And I'm like, yeah. So now it's like a big thing every day. It's like, we're eating healthy today. We're having a salad, Adam. And now I feel like an asshole. I'm like, I can have quiche. It's fine. But
you know what I didn't know? This is my favorite story of that. When Elvis was trying to lose weight, he just had popsicles. It's like 100 calories a pop.
I don't know if I'm going to listen to Elvis for health advice.
I remember the day I found out there were calories in Frappuccinos.
Oh, yeah, that was a big one.
I drink like 2 Frappuccinos a day.
Yeah, and you're like, it's just coffee. Meanwhile, they're like 500 calories.
2,000 calories is hysterical.
Yeah, it was a comedic amount. That just happened. So I have nothing really on the books. I think I'll do something at the top of the year. And then next year, I think it's going to be pretty stacked. But right now I'm just writing. And I don't love writing. It's like a thing that I can do. So I do it. So I have things to do.
Yeah.
But in a perfect world, Hollywood would just go, we want you to act and to act constantly and just do that. And then I would do that. But you're going to see me in the clubs. I'm going to start getting back out there.
For real?
Yeah, and stand-up wise.
That's awesome.
I miss it, dude. It's so much fucking fun. And I'm also just like, I see everybody, come out with their special. Santino just had one come out. See Bobby is working on one. And I'm like, man, I want to get back out there. It seems so fucking fun,
You know how big that would be?
Yeah.
You got to do a special.
I did a special but it was when came out in like 19 or something now. So it's been
19. Yeah. Where was that? Where was that at?
Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, what was it? I think
Best Time of Our Lives. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was changed the world. It was the biggest fucking special of all time. Yeah, there it is. I didn't love the green. They pressured me into the green. They were like, the green really pops. And I'm like, it looks like vomit. And they're like, we're going with green. I'm like, okay. But it was fun. I shot it at the Orpheum in Omaha, which was the theater that we would go to when I was a little kid.
That's where I shot one of my specials.
I know there. Yeah. It's awesome theater, awesome old school theater. And the crowd in Omaha fucking just rocks.
Crowd in Omaha is one of the best places.
Yeah.
I would suggest to anyone, shoot a special in Omaha. It's fucking incredible.
They're just awesome people.
Yeah, I love Omaha.
Yeah.
I have a special place in my heart for that city, just because Colleen was there and she brought me in so much.
Yeah.
And she always made me feel like it was family. And then I knew everyone that worked at the club. And
Colleen was really, really good to me super early on too. Like, because I moved away to LA when I was like 18 and then came back very early on and then Colleen helped. Oh yeah, dude, I forgot we're going on a cruise.
Wait,
me and the Workaholics boys. Yeah, our podcast, this cruise, This Is Important.
February.
We're doing a cruise called This Cruise Is Important. February 22nd through the 26th of 26, leaving Fort Lauderdale
to tickets still available.
Cozumel. Yeah, we still have some.
No.
Yeah.
That's fucking impossible.
Yeah, dude. Buy them.
Do you have comics going on too? Doing
stand-up? Yeah. Look at the.
Wait, let me see what your itinerary is. This is my favorite because we did a cruise.
How fun was it?
It's the greatest thing I've ever done, and it is. All I'll say is I have sincere plans on doing one in the future because it is the funnest thing ever.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
You're going to love it. No, wait. What shit? Oh, hang on. Go to the beginning. I want to see all the activities. Okay, you get photos with the guys.
They named it Cool Kids Only Kickback, which I hated that name because I was like, what even is this? And then we talked to Six Man, which is the production company, and they are like, well, we just wanted to have a huge party with you guys. I'm like, okay, well, we have to change the name.
Yeah.
But so this is going to be like a huge where we're playing beer pong and belly flop competitions and doing the whole thing. We're going to be so fucking drunk this whole time. I'm so excited.
Can I pitch you an idea?
Please.
We did on the cruise that is one of the funniest things I've ever been a part of.
Please.
$5,000
okay.
to the guy with the smallest dick on the boat.
And how do you prove this?
He showed it to us.
So, yeah, I mean, sold. We're doing that. Absolutely.
So
this is
fun.
100% the type of ideas that we need.
All you got to do is just, my friend Bert Kreischer gave us this idea.
Yes.
And it's the funnest
You'll get
thing.
your due. You'll get your due.
It was I will be doing it whenever I do another cruise. I ended up giving $10,000 away because two guys had equally small penises.
So you just say, if you think you have the smallest dick, come to us. We'll take a photo and we'll look.
The day you're doing the belly flop contest out on the Lido deck,
mm-hmm.
There'll be a stage.
Because it's international waters, baby. There's no rules there.
And so we've got $5,000 to the smallest dick, and then a lot of people say you should have done biggest dick. I don't care to see big ones.
No, we don't want to see big dicks.
I want to see micro penises.
We want to see micro penises.
We saw two micro penises. I gave each of those guys $5,000, and they had bragging rights. Everyone knew who they were.
And I mean, yeah. And also, I bet they got laid. I bet a woman would see that and be like, he's not a threat. It'll be fun. Like I can go to Pilates in the morning. Yeah, this will be fine. I can go jogging immediately afterwards.
All right, pickleball tournament.
Yeah,
keep going. DJ, it's gonna be fucking awesome.
I'm gonna do
karaoke is the greatest.
Yeah,
karaoke is Leanne hosted all our karaoke's.
Oh yeah,
and I think they might have had someone host it, but Leanne ran. She was at karaoke every night until the end of the night dancing. It was her fucking thing. She loved the karaoke.
I love it. Yeah, so I'm going to do karaoke. We also have the Goddamn Comedy Jam coming on, and we're going to do that, where
great.
If you guys don't know, it's the comedians will come on, tell a story, and then the story somehow relates to the song, and then we sing whatever song we prepared.
It's the funnest thing
and
in the
it's
world.
so fun, dude. And then we're going to be, bartending and doing, casino tournaments and the whole thing. It's going to be a blast.
Well, do you have any comics doing stand-up?
Oh yeah. Look at you got Swartzen and
nice.
Adam Ray's coming.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Go in here.
Go in here. It's here. Yeah, not with the guys, but go. I don't want to miss anyone, or else I just start speaking lineup. There it is. Oh yeah, Bobby Lee,
Adam
Swartzen, Sam J, Annie Liederman, Beth Stelling, Catherine Blanford, Eric, Brooks Whelan, Brent, Josh. We got Mark Riboulet. He's fucking sick. And then a bunch of bands, and our buddies Akko and Atiba, they're gonna DJ, and it's sick. We got a fun little lineup.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna give you a little insight. Okay, scroll down. These are gonna be your fucking scroll down. Scroll up the other way. Keep going. You have a fantastic lineup of comics.
I think so
because
too.
Every one of these comics is personable and relatable and would hang with fans and bullshit and gamble. You don't, and that's the beauty of this fucking lineup. I love this lineup.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I think it's gonna be a great time.
You're gonna have a fucking blast.
This
I cannot believe there's still
important.
fucking tickets available.
Yeah, it's it's a wild time. People don't have money right now, but it's
crazy.
Spend your last hard-earned dollars on this cruise is important, but it is a fun vacation.
And by the way, you can pay in portions. You can put money down and pay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Do a little layaway program.
Yeah, you can pay. Yeah. You can keep paying.
There's also, you can, like, if you want a bunkmate, if you don't want a whole cabin, and you're just like, I'm a single person, link up with another person. There's 2 beds in there, whatever. If that's your thing.
A fun fucking cruise that looks like.
Yeah. So we're really excited for that, man. It's like, I feel like I'm going to go. What's going to happen is I'm going to go so hard day 1 that day 2, it's going to take everything to climb back up the mountain. But then midday, I'm going to hit the turning point, and then it's back on, baby.
It is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, that's my issue.
And I sprinted way too hard the first day.
Yeah.
And then I had to learn how to walk again.
Yeah.
Like I remember that next day I was like, I think I'm having a stroke. I was like, what? Because I had not drank for like 3 or 4 months before.
Yeah. Well, I've really slowed down my drinking. I used to drink, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
And now I drink like once every 2 weeks, probably. Just because, you have a young kid and you're like, oh, it sucks being hungover and like playing with a little kid. You're like, it's doable.
It's doable.
Don't be a pussy. I'm gonna gear it back up.
Oh, it's gonna be.
My wife's like, you're doing what now? Honey, I'm practicing.
God, that's gonna be a great fucking cruise.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm really looking forward to it.
God, I just go on it. Go on it.
Oh, fucking come.
I would fucking love to.
Yeah. I mean, we'll probably pay you. Yeah. It's like, you can't afford me, but
no. You guys are gonna have such a fucking great time. I'm jealous. That's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, we're really, thiscruiseimportant.com. We're like, fuck, this is going to be such a banger. Thanks for bringing that up too. I was forgetting.
Yeah. What else did we forget to talk about? Oh yeah.
Yep. Our podcast. Yeah. This is important. We're still chugging along.
Yeah.
It's fun, man. I love doing it.
It's as long as it's fun. I'm coming up on 700 episodes in a couple weeks. 700.
We've done like 250 or something, and 240, something like that. But we've never had a guest, so we're like, we should probably start having guests.
If you'd be shocked. I think the second you got guests, your numbers would skyrocket.
I think so too. Yeah, we probably should at least have guests of like our stand-up friends who are doing the cruise.
I mean, are you guys doing a live podcast on the cruise?
Yeah, we'll do podcasts every night.
That'll be fucking great.
Oh, yeah.
Well, dude, thank you for doing this. I fucking love you to death.
Great to see you, man.
So excited that I get to like text you as I watch the rest of Righteous Gemstones and be like,
you're in for a treat, man. I get, spoiler alert, gayer and gayer. Get ready.
And congrats on everything, dude. The baby and the fucking, how's your health doing?
Good, man. Yeah. Good. I told you, I think last time that I had this weird diagnosis where they told me I had stiff person syndrome.
Yeah.
And essentially that's like a death sentence. And they told me that a month before my child was born. So I was like thinking I'm dying. And then, they told me I don't have it, and it's kind of just gotten progressively better and better and better. And it's this weird thing that I was having spasms all over, and I still have them sometimes. And my muscles would get so tight I couldn't walk and couldn't hardly move, couldn't drive a car for a little while.
Yeah.
And then now everything's just relaxing and the spasms are going away, and no one can explain why or how.
Maybe it's the quiche.
It might be the quiche. You know, Santino gave me this book called The Way Out by this guy, Alan Gordon. And I talked about the book on Conan O'Brien's podcast. And then the guy reached out to me, Alan Gordon, and was like, I would like to help you with this. So essentially I'm doing like counseling, which I've never saw a therapist. I've never done anything like that because my brain's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
But no, after doing it, I'm like, oh, I probably should have been doing this for a while. But yeah, and it's just like helping you like rewire your brain. It's called pain reprocessing therapy. And like rewiring, because your body gets stuck in this like pain loop.
Yeah.
And your brain can't get out of it. And it just thinks this is normal to be in this level of pain. And so I've been doing that. And that like is kind of what took me out of it, I think.
Holy shit.
It's fucking insane. And if someone would have told me that just straight up said that maybe you just need to see a therapist, I would have gone, it's my body. It's not my brain. I'm like, on my body. You see, like when I would cramp or have these spasms, you would see my legs go like, gack, 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 gack. So you saw it, and you'd see it in my stomach, and you'd see it like all over. And so I'm like, it's visible. It's not like I'm just saying these things. And then when you feel my muscles, they'd be like rock hard because they're like so tense.
Yeah.
But sure enough, I'm doing this thing. I'm talking to this therapist, and it's working. So
wow.
Yeah, it's fucking
and all that's
remarkable.
from the trauma as a kid, right?
Yeah, they think so. And the trauma as a kid, and they say like some people hold their stress. Some people are just stressed out, and you see it, and they're like, oh, that person's frazzled. And like, I'm never that way. I'm always calm, and like any situation, like I'm like, it'll be fine. You know, fuck it, whatever. But evidently I hold all my stress in my body. So my wife got me a massage when we first started to date. And I was never a massage guy. I'm like, I don't fucking want someone touching me. And she got me a 90-minute massage. I'm like, what is this about? And then the person like was digging in on me, and I was truly depressed for like 2 days afterwards, like depressed. And I guess it happens to some people. They hold all of their tension and their stress in their bodies.
Wow.
And when they get a massage, all those toxins are released into their bloodstream. I mean, by the way, I might be butchering the science, but it's released, and then you fall into a little depression. And I'm just that person that holds everything in my body, like in my muscles. Wow. And at some point, for whatever reason, I tipped over, and it just, my body wigged the fuck out. But I think I'm making my way out now.
That's so good to hear, man.
Yeah.
That's so, you scared the shit out of me with that. And I was like, wait, what the fuck?
It was fucking scary, dude. I thought I was dying. I was like, when I saw you last, or I don't know if that's when that's not when I saw you last, but last time I did your podcast, Something's Burning.
Yeah.
I was like all fat. I had like a patchy beard. I was like, people are making fun of me on the internet, but like I love
that you had a diagnosis of certain painful death, and they were like, "Look at this melted candle."
Yeah, look at this fat fuck, this bag of laundry.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like, I don't think I was out with it yet, saying because I was scared, you know. But yeah, so I'm starting to see the way out.
God dang, dude, you're the best, man. I'm so grateful to have you as a friend. I really am. Thank you. I love you, buddy. Much. I love you, brother.
Good to see you.
That was fucking awesome. This episode was brought to you by The Machine.